What episode is this?
51. Yeah.
Damn, so next week is our 1 year.
Yeah.
It's 52 weeks, right?
Wait, I think... No, leap year doesn't count for...
Is this a leap year?
Last year was. So I don't know how that affects anything. Guys.
Holy shit.
Welcome to... Hold on, guys. How are you? This is episode 51 of the App Squad. I'm your host, Momo. Alongside me is your other host, Mamba.
Hey.
We're going for the easy route today. Just some lights, our one camera, because in true Yap Squad fashion, anything that can go wrong will go wrong.
Yep.
And our guest this week had to reschedule last second, which I was kind of okay with, because for those of you who don't know, I just did a 48-hour fucking stream.
Yeah.
Starting on that day anyway, so I'm kind of glad that it got rescheduled. But then during that stream too, it just kept fucking crashing for some reason.
Did you ever figure that out?
Nope.
Oh wait, I did figure it out. It's the type of like internet we have.
But it's so stupid though, because it happened at like random times.
Like there was a fix, but it was so complicated that I knew damn well you weren't going to do it like during the stream, because I looked at it and I was like, this does not make sense.
Surely I just have to like do something else, like in the stream
you have
setup,
to go to like,
or the internet settings.
you have to go to like get a custom fucking like server connection from Twitch, and then you have to go in the OBS settings, and then you have to like get like copy paste that link.
Since mine is like default, it's probably just doing whatever.
If that was even the fix, which is why I didn't say anything, because I don't even know if that's what was wrong.
Yeah, it was just, I mean, it did seem to happen at the same time each night. But that's what's weird too, is that like, we've definitely, no, it actually happened multiple times, I think. I don't know, it happened at least twice.
Well, that's what's weird. That's why I don't really think it was what I said, is because, holy fuck, it's using 60% of your CPU. Never mind. If it was the internet, surely it would do it to me too. But that has never happened to me, where my stream just ended.
Yeah, I never did that before on my last 24 hour. Didn't do that to you on your 24 hour. So
yeah, maybe it was just a goofy period.
I don't know, but for 2 days in a row, it's kind of nuts at the same time.
Yeah.
Because it went out at like 2 a.m.-ish each time.
I don't know. There's definitely like spots in the night where it like drops.
Oh yeah, that and early in the morning, I've noticed that it's not the best. So when I do my uploads in the morning, it takes a second. But that's beyond the point, guys. For those of you who don't know, I want to talk about it a little bit. I did a 48-hour stream raising money for Feeding America. We raised $210
of the goal of $100.
Yeah, and I was expecting my real mind goal was at least $30. So
I thought you were. I'll be honest. We talked about it. I thought you were gonna get jack shit.
Yeah, I mean,
I did one like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
I felt like we don't have like a big enough community yet.
Yeah,
but then, like they just fucking pulled out.
I think like I know that I was at least going to get 50, at least around there, either from you and my wife, just to support. And then so I knew that, and then other people just fucking big dicked it. So I'm going to take that time right now, as I said I was going to do, and personally shout out each single person who donated.
Yes.
First one, I wanted to say thank you to the Yap Squad for donating $10.
I also donated the game, which was $60, so you're welcome.
Hell yeah. And then I donated $10 more to get the digital deluxe edition.
Well,
even though I said I wasn't going to do it, I did it anyway because it was $10. So now I have a cool samurai skin.
I would have just let you buy it for that, but
at first I was just like, I don't really care about this. And then I
knew you were going to care about it eventually.
I was just like, oh, whatever. Anyways, the Yap Squad donated $10 plus Spider-Man 2. It wasn't really a donation. It was a late birthday gift.
You're welcome, hungry people. This man got to play Spider-Man 2.
And it was real because I didn't eat anything for the 2 days that
Solidarity
was going. Yeah. And then my wife, who also donated. I want to thank Kogum for donating, Jada for donating, and Rosie for donating. I believe that is everybody that donated. I don't have the form with me, but if I'm forgetting someone, I'm sorry, but I believe I got everybody.
Bro, Rose came in like a fucking millionaire. She said, "How much to restart right now?" And then it was like you were on like 100 out of 200, and she just dropped 100.
Yeah.
Which was again double what like the upper limits of what we expected were. So that's fucking nuts.
So I had a few goals set for it. At $25, I was gonna get iced. And for those of you who don't know what the ice challenge is, it's basically you get a spear off ice. In this case, I didn't have one, so I just had a tall boy of Simply Spiked lemonade, and I chugged that as fast as I could.
I feel like that's so much worse.
It really sucked because I was so tired. I was a little bit buzzed, and there was a lot more liquid than it is in a Smirnoff Ice. And then
it's more fizzy too, surely, right?
Very sugary, very fizzy, very cold. I have sensitive teeth, and I can't chug cold drinks very well. So it was a grueling process. At $50, we had artist Mamba, who was allowed to draw on my face whatever he wanted. He drew not a cock. And surprisingly, I didn't even have to wash that off. It just came off throughout the day. Like
weird, it's a Sharpie.
And it like came off like I think it's all probably inside the mask, but
or in your pores.
That too. Then at $75, we had 1 hour of brain rot, which I just put a bunch of brain rot shit all over the screen.
That was cool.
It was funny. But in the serious moment where you see the Subway Surfers music, I'm just like, this is funny.
Did it work? What were the analytics like on that one?
I didn't know. There was a lot of points in the time where I was just sucked into the game.
Yeah. You did pretty good. I saw you like I think the highest I saw was like 8.
This is something. It was kind of crazy because like there were some points like where I was sleeping, I was averaging more viewers than
really.
Yeah. Throughout the night, I was averaging like 4 viewers for whatever reason.
Well, I know I left it on whenever I went to sleep. I missed one night because I just forgot.
I think it was just people sleeping with me, man. Like I had the Sleepy Pie music on.
Yes, sir.
So we were just sleeping together. I wake up at 2-3 hours later and just keep on grinding.
Holy.
At a $100, I did the last dab. That was way worse than I imagined it.
Did you take a big
I took a shit. I put a shit ton on that chip because I was like it lost all its viscosity too, so it's very liquidy. Ugh. And so like it just kind of poured all out. And I was just like, fuck it, it's not gonna be that bad. And then it wasn't bad, and then it was really bad. So it was bad.
Yeah, one's like a time bomb. Like it doesn't hit you for like 2 minutes, and you're like, oh, this isn't that bad.
It was good.
And then the next 5 minutes, it slowly gets worse and worse.
So that sucked, and then my stomach hurt for the rest of the night.
Yeah.
And then at $200, it was going to be, I had to restart whatever game I was playing. So I didn't mention this at the beginning, but I was playing all 3 Spider-Man games because Spider-Man 2 just released on PC on January 31st.
Mm.
So I was going to play all 3 Spider-Man games back to back to back, and I could not end stream until I finished them all. I severely miscalculated the fact. I thought all the games together, well, I thought the first 2 games just together was going to be roughly 16 hours. And then the day of, I decided to look it up, and turns out just the first game alone is about 16 hours. So that sucked. And then I got reset about 6-7 hours in.
Yeah.
So I had to restart again. And so the first game itself took roughly around 24 hours, including sleep. And then I started Miles Morales. That took about 8 hours. Went to sleep. Next morning, woke up again. And by morning, I mean in sleep, 3 to 4 hours of sleep each time. I would sleep on this couch right here and go to sleep for 3 to 4 hours. I was surprisingly able to fall asleep very quickly and wake up very easily. And then I would come back up, stream the game, and Spider-Man 2, I believe, took around 16-ish, 14 to 16-ish hours.
I mean, you finished it and then went to bed and the next game, right? Or no?
No, Spider-Man 2 was the last one.
Oh, yeah. I thought Spider-Man was the Miles Morales one.
No. That one's just
Spider-Man Miles Morales.
Yeah.
No.
Confused me too when it first came out because I was just like, cool, Spider-Man 2 already, because it came out very fast after the original Spider-Man. But no, it was just a little spin-off, which I enjoyed. It's a nice game. The thing that I love to do the most about the game is they make the singing aspect between Peter and Miles like so different. Like Peter's is so like calculated and like straightforward, and Miles is like very goofy and like just like
Well,
out
he's
there.
supposed to be more like comic-y, right, or no?
No, he's just inexperienced, you know. So he's just not like
Fair.
he's just not used to doing it yet, and he's just having more fun. He's just more laid back with it because he doesn't have like the thing. Because the thing about, I mean, they're both geniuses, but Peter is like a next level genius, you know.
Yeah.
Where like according to the lore, Peter does like trigonometry like on the fly in his head to like be able to go shoot webs and know that he's not going to hit the ground from from the amount of web that he's getting out. But Spider-Man 2, such an amazing game. I see why it was nominated for Game of the Year. By far one of the best RPGs I've ever played in my life. And just based off, because I played like maybe the first 4 hours of it a couple times from my coworker who let me use it, his PS5. And it was not going in the direction that I thought it was going to go in. It completely, like, because you think, spoiler alert for anyone, I'm going to spoil a lot of the game. For those of you who didn't watch, and for those of you who don't listen to this part. But you think the whole premise of the game is going to be about Kraven, right? He's the first villain that you're introduced to. You're like, okay, I'm going to spend the whole time, this is my main villain. This is who I'm going after. And for most of the game, it's true, but it turns out the biggest enemy that you're facing is Venom, who is technically inside you for half the fucking game too. And it's pretty cool. I like how they did it.
Pretty cool.
And half those, oh my god, the Venom boss fights were fucking AIDS, bro. It was so fucking hard.
Dude, you were getting your ass whooped on that one Miles Morales boss fight.
Which, oh yeah, the fucking, the last one.
Tinker, whatever her name is.
She was fucking me up because I couldn't, her,
You were also just fatigued, bro.
that too. But she also, like, her movements didn't make a lot of sense. Like she would have a pattern and then all of a sudden just break it. And then sometimes when I would respawn after death, like they wouldn't even give me the chance to dodge or do anything. Like I would just immediately lose half my health, and I'm just like, yeah, that seems fucking fair. That's really cool that you just do that.
You know that guy who came into chat and it was like, you should play God of
play
War.
God of War.
Harder. That's the same guy who was like, I could beat you in a 1v1. That was the same guy.
Where is he coming from?
Steph. But then I asked her and she's like, I just said I'm watching a straight mate. Or something like that.
The fuck?
I guess he found it off that. I don't know. But I told her, hey man, whoever that friend is the worst kind of viewer ever.
It was fun. I had a lot of the friends come out to support, and that was cool. But damn, it was such a long and grueling process.
Well, it's definitely harder when people aren't like chatting for long periods, I think.
Well, I didn't really care about that. I was, because like I said, especially the second game, because I never played the majority of the second game. Like I was just sucked in. The games are like movies at some point, so I'm just like, this is fucking sick.
I would imagine the first half was probably a lot harder.
What do you mean? Like the game's already played?
Already played. Yeah, that's it.
It was difficult, but not too much because like I did not remember a lot of it. So it was a nice like little refresher. Like I knew some of the fights and knew where to go on things that I feel like I would have got lost on before. But
I mean, it's also a game that you love Spider-Man, so it's not like
I didn't despise any moment of it.
Yeah, it's not like you're playing fucking Rust for 48 hours.
Yeah, I'm legit playing, like I'm still playing it right now. Like I'm trying to 100% it.
Yeah, I was telling the boys that this guy, he finishes his 48 hour, goes to sleep, and then you went to work or something.
No, I just woke up.
I just woke up, and you're like, I'm getting back on Spider-Man. I was like, damn, motherfucker.
Yep, had to, man. I got 100% it.
True.
It's not a hard game to 100%. And, you know, I've 100%ed Miles Morales and the first one, so I just have to add it to my collection. And, yeah, I mean, it's such a good game, too. Like, it's so good.
Dude, I don't think I could ever do, like, I don't know, bro, 48 hours is crazy.
It was.
I'm good on that.
I think the fact that I don't know, sleeping obviously helps.
Yeah, but I don't. I would feel so uncomfortable like sleeping on camera.
It was weird, but at the same time, I was just like, I don't care.
It's either this or be awake.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fair. I don't know, but
Plus, I added like some things. I mean, you guys tried to wake me up and stuff on the first one. So
I tried
night.
it once and it didn't work, so I didn't try it.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was that fucking alert thing. It just broke randomly. Thanks, Twitch.
Classic. Dude, we talked about it a little bit, but all these planes going down is crazy.
It's like
man.
2, 3. I mean, I'm sure that we have planes going down a lot. But it's just not covered by the news. And after that first one, every single plane crash is like they're bringing it up more, like trying to monger fear.
That's the thing is I don't know how often planes just crash.
Let's look it up.
Like most of my brain wants to be schizo conspiracy theory, but then I'm like that. Like 20% is like, well, what if that's just like a normal amount of planes? But I'm too lazy to look it up. So.
So in last year, there was 1,017 non-fatal, or no, this was 2023. 1,017 non-fatal and 199 fatal plane crashes in 2023. So I feel like we're about on par for that right now.
We're only divide that by days. That's like a plane crash every like 3 days.
Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of like how it's been going.
Fair.
So I just think it's not. I just think it's the fact that it was the first one, the one in DC, I believe it was, or wherever it was, with the Apache and the fucking plane. Yeah. That one looked kind of intentional. Like it looked like they were trying to ram into that fucking plane.
I didn't see it, but I've been seeing a lot of people seem to be blaming the pilot, the helicopter pilot, or both of them. I would like to give at least a slight perspective on the Army, right? Because I used to ride in helicopters. I didn't fly them, but I was there. They don't really clear the airspace. That's not really a thing. And then they just kind of expect civilians to get out of the way. So it's kind of like...
Yeah, well, the biggest thing is that during the ATC communications, you hear them say, hey, there's a plane right there. You see that, right? And they're like, yep, we got eyes on it. And he's like, okay, well, you're about to hit it, so move. And he's like, yep, we got it in our sight. And then, boom.
Well, that's the thing, right, too, is I think people underestimate the speed difference between a helicopter and a plane. Like, a helicopter doesn't really go that fast. I don't remember the max speed of, like, a Black Hawk, but...
Just like, I mean, just look at how...
I can't even see it.
So it happens over here.
Yeah, I can literally...
So here's the plane.
The lights in my way.
Shit.
Oh, I see the plane.
Here's the plane.
Oh, they recentered it for me. Thank you.
There's the helicopter. Oh, that's not even the plane.
Flew directly into it.
There's one that's like closer.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like, I mean, it just looks like as if they're just intentionally flying right into it. And they're going forward. They're not going like full speed or nothing, because obviously when a helicopter's going full speed, they're like super tilted.
Right. I think that's weird. I don't like that. Now that I've seen the video, I would like to revise my last statement. That is crazy.
And it's not like
he goes like
just straight do it.
There's enough time there for you to be like, let's go the other way.
Like, you can see the plane, and then you can see the helicopter way over here. And then way over here is when they're like, hey, dude, do something else. The plane can't move as fast as you can. And then he's like, I see it. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, no, that is crazy. We can dodge RPGs and Black Hawks, but this guy can't dodge.
But a plane that you're going towards,
of steel, I guess.
You're going towards it. Like, so I don't know. They are kind of being like weird hush hush about it a little bit. So
Yeah, I mean, you can't blame them. It's government shit.
we'll see.
It's also important to remember that a lot of people in the military are retarded. They are stupid in a good way. They're stupid enough to lay down their lives for you, but they're also dumb enough to say, I'm going to take a nap under this 5-ton vehicle. And then it moves and crushes their skull. Real story. Repeated many times. People are dumb. People are fucking idiots. People in the army are just as stupid as me and you, and just as stupid as me and you, the viewer.
But
We're
they're giving
fucking
guns.
idiots. They are giving guns. They just know how to use the guns, kinda, sometimes. It's just normal people. It's important to remember that.
Despite the millions of dollars that we spend to train them to not be normal people.
Well, I mean, okay, if you drop like an American soldier in like the middle of like the fields of Africa, yeah, he can kill like 100 people. But he's probably gonna like try to drink the water and then die. You know what I mean?
Where they're trained to be killers, not to be smart.
We don't think. We don't think. We just do shit.
And that's such a real statement because I mean, for those of you, if you've ever worked with a veteran or know any veteran, like you know that most of them will not do shit on their own. Like you have to tell them like what you need done, and they'll do everything to their extent, but they will not do it unless you give them. Like there's a guy that I was over for a while, and he was a veteran, and I had to tell him, I had to give him a full, exact, step-by-step plan of what I wanted done for the night. And
then he did it all, right?
he would do it all. But the days that if you just told him go work, he would fuck around. He would just do nothing. And the second that you get, I mean, even Mamba's a good representation of this too. Like if you told Mamba, here's what I want done, he'll get it done. But if you don't tell him anything, you're like, surely he'll do it.
Nope.
He will sit in his room until next month.
Yep. It's I think the army or really the whole military in general just has a culture of like I don't know, it's shitbagging. I don't know if you know what that is. You can probably insinuate
shit in the bag, yeah.
Okay.
Like camping?
No, it's like yeah. You just shit and then you throw it at somebody. No, it's you don't really do anything because here's the issue with the army is they tell you, hey man, we're gonna go home at 3 p.m. 1500, and then they don't let you go home at 1500, and then you stay until 1800, which is 6 o'clock, and then you sit there for 4 hours in that time where you were supposed to leave, and you don't do anything, and then they come down and they say, okay, this is what we need to do to go home, and then you're like, well, why didn't we do that 4 hours ago?
That's what my bosses do now. It pisses me the fuck off because like I come in at 4 a.m., right? And these motherfuckers, they'll come in at 7, 8 o'clock. We have a store meeting at 8:30ish, or we have a manager meeting at 8:30ish, store meeting at 9. So by 9:30, all the meetings are done and we get our things to do for the day. Now the thing is that everyone else that came in, they came in at 6 or 7. Some of them came in at 8. So they have all day to do all this stuff. The thing is that they give me a laundry list of things to do, but I've already been here for 6 hours.
Yeah.
I'm just like, all right. With the lunch included, I have 2 hours to do the things that you want. How do you expect me to do all this? They're like, oh, we'll use your people. Okay, well, my people also came in at 4 a.m. and they also only have 2 hours. How are we going to do this? So sometimes they haven't been doing that too much lately, but still it's annoying.
It's a matter of leadership, I think. Then again, probably going back to the helicopter, I think probably something along the lines of that.
They just said go straight and
yes. They probably like talked to their fucking command and they were like, command, we have a plane. We're about to hit it. They're like, just go.
Command.
You got a deadline to meet. You got to be there in 5 minutes. So if you break, you're going to be late and then you're going to do push-ups. And they were like, well, I'm not doing push-ups. So then they just kept going.
The ATC said stop. What's that?
Army traffic control? We don't have that.
Stupid.
That would be my guess as to what happened, probably.
I don't know. Some people said it was like a training exercise, so it may have been like a new fucking person. I don't know.
No, because I heard that the pilot, I saw something on Twitter that was like, I hate Twitter. The co-pilot had like 500 hours of flight time, and the main pilot had like 1,000 hours of flight time or something. Typical. Can't say that.
67?
It's a fucking plane.
But it was just a small, like, it was a smaller one. I thought it was like 10 people.
Nope. Oh, she be doing shit.
That's kind of sad, man.
Yeah, see, he has about 1,000 flight hours.
How much does she have? I mean, she
had 500, but she was like, I don't know, she was co-piloting. Like, they both have the same controls, I think. I would be curious. I'm sure the public will demand, like, to know what actually happened with this, but yeah, it's probably just they got told, hey man, you got a timeline, beat it or you're gonna get fucked up. 2 of 3. That's weird. Holy fuck. Yo, go. Hold up. Hold up a little bit. Look at this motherfucker's awards. God damn. Ugh. I can't. Where does it even start at? Army Commendation Medal 3. That's not
3
that good.
times.
Navy Commendation Medal. How the fuck you get that in the Army? Army Achievement Medal, useless. Navy Achievement Medal, useless.
3 times.
Navy E ribbon. Don't know what that is.
2 times.
Effort, maybe.
New conduct medal.
Oh, he wasn't that stacked. I had 2 of those.
Why did this happen? Why?
Investigate. What does that say? Click that one. Top.
2 black boxes from the American Eagle passenger jet and a device from the helicopter have been recovered.
Presumed dead.
Only 41. I mean, it's in a freezing cold river, though.
They're probably dead, but that's sad.
Well, still don't know.
The other one, the Philadelphia one, was crazy. Did you see the ring camera one?
Yeah, it was fucking...
Dude, it looked like we got fucking nuked. Like, holy shit. It's definitely too early to make jokes, right?
Perhaps. Raw videos, lit.
At least they didn't hit a skyscraper. That is crazy. Gotta lean over.
It looks like they just fucking, like, floored it.
That looks like we got fucking bombed.
What do they say? Do they say anything about this one?
I haven't seen shit about this one other than the ring camera. That's the only thing I've seen from it.
Because it's if you listen to it, it sounds like they fucking, like, floor it.
I don't know if maybe that was just the sound of them getting
Doppler
closer.
effect, yeah.
Yeah.
I know science.
Nah, I don't know what the fuck. What the fuck is Doppler?
Doppler.
Like karambit?
Yeah.
Oh. In light of all this tragedy, at least we got $200 for hungry people, right?
Yeah. How do I send that to them?
They'll figure it out.
Just goes there to them or what?
It should. You went through Tiltify or what?
Yeah, you just have to press end campaign or something, or what happens?
Yeah, you have to go in there and do it, I think.
I'll have to do that.
Or just don't. Maybe we put it towards getting a new helicopter for the Army.
Nah, I'm already paid taxing this year. So.
Yeah. Well,
we'll be good.
Actually, I'm going to pay more taxes than I'm supposed to. It's like a responsibility thing. Yeah, I pay for roads. So
I mean, technically, your stuff is taxed. It's just pre-taxed.
Technically, I get paid from taxes. So we take that.
But that's the thing is that, like, it's not taxed, but like you would have got more, but they just take out the tax already from it because it's already non-taxable.
How do you tax income though? You know what I mean? Because I just get money from taxes. So.
Does that mean?
You know what I mean?
I don't know how payments work.
Anyway, fuck the IRS. I hope the downsizing happens, and I hope hundreds of thousands of people lose their jobs. You are useless, and nobody likes you. And you are the worst kind of snitch because you don't snitch on anything cool.
I think it's so funny though. It's just like you owe money in taxes. Okay, how much?
Figure it out.
You tell us.
Like, isn't that that like we're like the only country that does that? Like,
we're also the only country that hides tax like upon purchase. Like every other country like that does tax people, the price tag you see includes tax.
Right? I just don't. Why do we have to figure? We have like hundreds of thousands of people who work at the IRS, and none of them can tell me how much I owe in taxes. What is that? Why?
I don't know, but you can guarantee if I get repoed or something, they're gonna be the first to know.
Damn straight. Damn straight. Damn straight.
Goddamn you, Experian.
You can claim $210 off your taxes from charity. So I can claim 100 from me. Victory.
Is that can we?
I mean, that's how Walmart does it. When you like,
yeah, but we're not
swipe your card and they're like, do you want to give $1? They take that.
I don't know if they technically gave us the money though, so I don't know if we can. I think it just goes straight to the. I think the people that gave the money can, but I don't think that we can.
No. Well, they probably can too, but I'm pretty sure the way it works is that because, well, I don't know, but I'm just going to talk out of my asshole now. But that's what this show is all about. Damn, you should do research. Fuck you.
And your mama. So the thing that I think is that because the money was never like actually in our hands and we're not the ones donating it, I don't think that it can be a tax break.
But I think the issue is it's potential revenue for you or something. I don't know. All I know is that like big chains, whenever you do that, they claim that.
Yeah, but either way, I couldn't do it for this year. It'd have to be on next year's taxes.
I'm going to do it anyway. When do I have to pay taxes?
2 months. I mean, yours will be fine because yours was in the fiscal year. Mine wasn't.
So stupid. Fuck taxes.
You've never had to pay taxes in your life.
Whoa, motherfucker. I paid taxes for the first 5 years of my adult life.
No, did you get tax returns?
Yes.
Then you didn't pay taxes.
Oh. Well, I did taxes.
You did. You overpaid in taxes for the first 5 years of your life.
Yeah, I never made that much money.
Which sucks.
Which is crazy.
I hate the fact that like whenever you're like I was not making shit money and then I was getting like 1,500 back on tax returns. Then you make good money and then you get $100. And I keep getting told it's a good thing because obviously you're not overpaying your taxes throughout the year. But also, it's just a nice little reward, you know?
I mean, there's 2 different ways to think about it. And one of them is stupid as fuck. So, well, at least you didn't pay $50 extra in tax every year.
At least I don't have to owe. As long as I don't have to pay tax, then I'm fine.
What, do you think you're just going to get nothing?
I barely got anything last year. I got like $100 last year.
But you've been grinding, man. You've been grinding in the show. What are you going to do about the extra income?
I think I have to. I mean, it's for
that
next year.
Next year, you have to claim that?
Yeah.
See, that's the thing, though, is this is the issue with America. And you shut up. Fuck you. Only Americans are allowed to complain about America. The issue is that you just said, I think. So welcome to jail. You know what I mean?
Me?
Yeah, you said, I think I have to pay next year.
No, I said.
Why don't we know that?
I said next year.
Oh,
I didn't say it.
I heard that. I'm kind of one beer deep, so
No, next year I have to pay it because I didn't get fully. I didn't start because it was below the threshold. Well, if the threshold is what you're saying right now, then I might not have to even yet.
I still don't think I have to, but I'll do it.
I mean, worst case scenario, you claim it and then nothing happens. But
Well, that's my question. Like, because I'm pretty sure that maybe there'll be a tax nerd in chat. Tippity tappity away, chat boy.
I mean, we're both so stupid because we could just ask my college educated wife who's gone to school for accounting.
Okay, but what if we just figure it out?
Who just like one of her like last year in college was all about taxes. We could just ask her while it's so fresh in her head.
Yeah, no. I'm pretty sure the income that I get from Les Armées / the government is non-taxable.
It's non-taxable.
But I'm pretty sure that the limit before you can be taxed is like 10K in income.
I don't know.
Eh?
I think it depends on the income. Because like if you win like $500 in the lottery, I think you have to claim that.
Well, that's different because that's
and even
oh fuck, but mine's gambling winnings.
And even so, like with mine, like even just Twitch, right? Like there was like a year where I made like $200 on Twitch,
right?
And I had to claim it. But even though I claimed it, I don't know whether I had to pay anything on it, but I still had to claim it. Like if they give you an I-9, you don't have to claim it. But if they don't give you that paper, then I'm assuming you don't. Like my one coworker, he does Uber on the side, right? Or did Uber Eats and shit like that. And I was like, hey, make sure that you don't have to pay taxes on that. Because he said that he earned like $300 something. And then he went to click on the thing and they were like, hey, you didn't make enough. So we're not sending you any paperwork. So I think it just depends on the type of income it is. But if you received a form for it, then you most likely have to claim it.
All I'm saying is we beat the British's ass for 3% T-tax. And now we pay taxes when we fucking die. What is that?
True, huh? There are taxes on
everything.
Graves.
Everything. No, there's just a tax that's just death tax. You died. You died on American soil. You now have to pay taxes. What is that?
If you die midair, what happens?
Good point. No death tax. That's good. Good. Write that down.
What happens if you die in uncharted waters?
Uncharted or international?
What does uncharted mean? It's not on the map.
Nobody's been there yet. It's not been charted.
Both.
It's not been put on a chart.
Do we have that still?
Nope.
Damn.
Well, we got like underwater uncharted.
I'll find it.
There's plenty of places under the water nobody's been.
Dude, I keep seeing videos of scary looking fish I've never seen before in my life, and that's kind of terrifying.
It's crazy. Like we keep finding like we just found another orca whale like species.
I saw
a whale.
I saw like an oarfish looking thing, but it's like shiny, looks like metal. I was like, that's terrifying.
Yeah, no, it's terrible.
Don't like it.
It's horrible. My favorite one that we've found so far was the sharks that adapted to live inside an underwater volcano that was sealed off from the rest of the world.
Have you ever played
like 5,000 years?
Play Dave the Diver. Do you get to see like there's like some cool fish in there?
Too passive. ADHD.
Nah, some of them are like crazy, bro.
I'll just play Subnautica instead.
Subnautica looks cool. I might play that one day.
Yeah, it's worth it.
One thing I want to talk about. I've been wanting to talk about this for a long time. I just saw my note about it. But YouTube industry plants. I think that there's like a lot of these big YouTubers that are on the platform that they sit there and act like they've grinded, and maybe they have, but from the outside looking in, it kind of looks like they were just planted there and then they were made to be successful by other creators, Mr. Beast, and then they are now successful. Like they didn't grow this audience, but like they started out with like a low amount, like 500K, and they grew to like 1 million or something like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's 3 people that come to mind. One, Ryan Trahan.
I don't even know who that is.
We'll do this.
I think Twitch does that a lot.
So Ryan Trahan, he has 18.8 million subscribers. I haven't heard about him until recently. And
he looks familiar.
I'll be honest, his videos are very sick. I like his videos a lot.
Well, yeah, man. If you had 18 million subscribers in production value, our videos would be sick too. You know what I mean?
True.
Our videos already are sick.
Well, I guess,
Subscribe.
Right. So he actually has been doing shit for a long time. So he's out of my thing. What was this other guy's name? This guy. His name is just Dylan. And again, I like his videos. His videos are good.
2 years ago.
And the first thing says, I bought 10,000 Mr. Beast chocolate bars.
I mean, he's got the thumbnail game figured out.
Yeah, but is that Mr. Beast? Because these are Mr. Beast thumbnails for sure.
Actually, true and real. That looks like that Mr. Beast would make every single one of these thumbnails.
And he started off 2 years ago. Like, unless surely he might have deleted all the old videos that didn't do good.
Yeah, that's true.
But for this to be your oldest one, kind of crazy.
I see what you mean. I think there's more obvious ones. Well, we just don't know, right? Like, did you watch, Charlotte, you probably haven't watched it yet, but H3 did a content nuke on Hassan.
I saw the thumbnail.
And
look at this, 1 year ago, almost 1 million subs.
That's crazy.
So it's just like, this guy's name is Jack Pembroke. Also, very good YouTuber. Like, I like the videos, but they have too much views and too many, like, things. Like, why?
Well, it's hard to tell too on YouTube because you gotta remember, like, let's say he didn't blow up for the first like 10 of these videos. People will go back and watch.
Yes, but I mean, we saw the difference between that and Ryan, right? Because Ryan, his old videos had 18K views, right?
Yeah.
And that's understandable because, like you said, people are going to come back and watch.
Mm-hmm.
This one has 137,000, and the second one has 1 million. So, unless he deleted all of them, I don't see that happening. I don't see that as...
Well, I don't know, man. I think a lot of it on YouTube is about momentum too. Like the momentum of the algorithm. So I think
that's the smart
way,
is
the smart way to just do it would be like, just view bot for the first like hour of a video. Like go do like 300K fucking bot views.
And then it'll just push out.
It will probably push it to everybody. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I mean, it's just so weird. Like, I don't understand it. Like, again, these guys aren't making bad. Like, I would be pissed off if they were making bad videos.
Right.
But they're making good videos. Like, I've watched. There's not a lot of videos here. I watched every single one, like of him and of Dylan's.
Mm.
And even Ryan Trahan's. Like, I like all three of their videos. I don't think Ryan Trahan fits in this category anymore. Just based off the research I just did right now. But just off these two, they are fantastic videos. Like, I get sucked into them. But where did you come from? And why do you have so many subscribers already? And where did you get the funding to like make these kind of videos? Like, where did you get the money to buy 10,000 chocolate bars? Like, did you just reach out to Mr. Beast one day and say, I'm going to do this? You know, Dylan is in Dallas. We could get him on the podcast and ask him about this.
Why are you a fraud?
We don't even give him a microphone. We have to go.
He's not allowed to talk unless we put the mic up. I like that. But like my example would be like, I saw H3 was yapping about this a lot, but Frogan, fuck you, Frogan, by the way, just reminder. Basically the target of my 24-hour, the first one, the charity stream, not to give her money. She was the reason it happened was, she made fun of veterans and stuff, and she got banned for it finally. but like she won like Rising Star 2 years in a row. First of all, you can't be a Rising Star twice, bitch. That's a one-time deal.
She's still going.
She's still rising, guys. Like, no, bro. And then they
well, maybe the first time was because she was rising. The second time was just like, all right, let's just give her a little bit more of a push.
But like, so that's the thing though, is right. She averages like 100 viewers.
Really?
Yeah. But like, if you make a new Twitch account and you just log in, she's on your front page, which is crazy, right? Is that not crazy?
I'm not logged in. I'm not logged in on this.
Well, she's
browser.
she's fucking banned, dude.
She was only suspended.
No way she's back. Ah. Who's that Iron Mouse? I can't tell.
Lady Dima.
I've heard of her.
I mean, let's see.
Well, maybe they finally fixed it. Also, not live. Any VODs up? When was her last stream?
Yesterday.
Bitch.
Only 61.9K. You would think after 2 times.
You know what I learned about her too? Is she was just Hassan's mod.
She was?
Yeah. And she made like her own thing. Which is impressive. Shout out you for your success in farming idiots.
Wait, but didn't she go after Hassan?
No, they're like best friends, I think.
Wait, I'm confused. I thought her and Hassan like had like beef at some point.
Well, yeah, but that's just how that side of the internet is. They beef with everybody for everything.
I'm confused even more now. Either way, what was the moral of the story?
The moral of the story is that in H3H3's research that I did not verify on my own is that she's pretty much an industry plant. I mean, how do you get Rising Star twice in an event run by a bunch of big Twitch streamers?
I mean, it's self-voted. Like, people voted.
It's really okay, but so was Game of the Year, and very clearly that was not accurate.
Well, of this last year, which one won? Like the robot one?
Yeah, Astrobot.
Oh yeah,
PS4 or PS5 exclusive one.
I don't know how.
Like anybody with eyeballs can tell that that's not accurate.
All of Sony's people voted 3 times.
Yeah, really. Like,
yeah, I don't know about that.
There's going to be Astrobot defenders that are like, it's a good game.
Spider-Man
I don't care.
2,
it's an exclusive.
Spider-Man 2 should have won over Baldur's Gate. Things are wrong.
That's just retarded.
Things are wrong.
That's just wrong. But yeah, like it just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean there's so much that it's hard to say.
Because if you're averaging 100 viewers, which back then she probably was averaging even less, because she was a rising star.
I mean, she might have the 100 viewers now is probably a fall off.
Yeah, because
I mean, she did do a lot of stuff with like Miskiff and all the big streamers, and so she probably did have a large following for a little bit, and then we can just see.
True. Get her stats up here. 200. So I was wrong, but not by much.
Oh, so so her peak viewers at one point was like 20,000.
Can you change the average? It has like a scale, I guess. What was her, when did she peak? Like, what was her average kind of? I guess she's always kind of hovered around like 300. But she's got like huge spikes.
Those are probably around like the award show. Like this is definitely the award show. But yeah, I mean, even just her all time, she's only averaged 300 viewers.
But that, to me, that makes it look like a plant even more, like that graph. Because how do you peak that many times? How do you accumulate that many viewers that many times and you don't retain fucking any of them? You know what I mean?
True.
Versus like, let's look at like, yeah, Mr. Arthur would be a great example of a real rising star. You know what I mean? He kind of came out of nowhere. I feel like.
Yeah. He like actually
Holy
look,
shit!
it just starts.
Oh my god!
This is the NMP effect.
True.
Like, I mean, we could see the same thing for
NMP and Mizkif. Shout out them. They literally just make careers. Like they farm. I don't know how they do it. Say what you will about Mizkif. He has made many careers.
like she's so new. Like you can't even like it's not even up here. But you can like her average viewership is high.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she's sitting at 6,000 subs already.
Jesus. Where did she even come from?
Philippines.
Yeah, but like, how did she encounter?
So
What is the lore?
OTK did like a game show for like new streamers. She applied, got in, did something on the show, and then did something on the show. You saw that video.
Cringe.
And then NMP, either out of pittiness or out of future love, thought I could save her. And her career did a 360 again or did another, because it did a 180. Everyone hated her. After that first viewing of her.
Right.
And then she came back, another 180. Now everyone loves Catchy. Everyone's like, wow, Catchy. And she's actually really fucking funny. Like her voice is iffy, but she's actually super funny.
I feel like, okay, I will agree that she's funny. I just can't stand her. It's like nails on chalkboard, dude. Like I can't.
Yeah. But I think she's funny. I've been watching a lot of their content together. She's super funny. She moved to Austin. As one does when you get hit by the NMP effect. So
right.
She's in Austin now, so they'll be making a lot of content. But again, I mean, she came around like 4 months ago.
Yeah, but again, that's the thing, right? Is these people retain their viewers, they retain their influx of viewers.
Because they do something new every time, right?
Versus what we're talking here is like Frogan is getting slammed on your front page. She goes up here and then she fucking drops. And then she stays like this.
Forever.
And then the next rising star happens.
And then she goes up a little bit.
And then she goes up back to the same peak.
For
and
one
then
day.
She drops
Yeah.
the fucking again again.
It's like, oh, who's this? Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I'm good. You know what I mean? And the averages are very misleading on Twitch too, because like, if for her to have an average of like, what was it? I didn't even read.
314 was the peak, or of like all time average.
But what was like the highest that it was at?
The highest, her peak viewership was like 20,000.
Right, which to me means like, okay, you probably had like 40,000 viewers at one point.
That to me, that means is that she co-streamed with somebody else.
Or that, yeah. But like, even then, like you have like 40K, they see you, they fucking leave.
Tell me none of them followed and stayed.
Well, not all of them, right? But like,
not any of them, it seems like.
I don't know how long she streams for as well. I don't know that much.
I mean, just that scene from what we saw right there was like 6-7 hours a day.
Yeah, but like, okay, so let's say like I did like an 8 hour with 40K people. That means I like in order to maintain like 20. She probably started with like 40, and then like 2 hours in, she was down to like 10. And then she did the rest of the stream with like 10. And then she probably got like 20.
Maybe. I mean, that was also just her peak viewership count, not her like average.
Point being, I think she's a plant. I don't like her. She's obviously, she will never see this, hopefully. And if you do, love the collab. Your audience would hate me. My audience would hate yours, but I think it would be funny. But
maybe we could squash the beef.
Nope. Actually, I think the beef will get more intense.
We'll have her fly down here because we can't afford to fly over there. So
Dan Clancy will baby you after I yell at you, and then I'll get banned, and I'll be on kick.
Did you see that Jack Doherty was actually defending Josh against Mr. Bass?
Was it?
Yeah, because Mr. Bass was like going out. Also, I did a deep dive, and by deep dive I mean I watched the YouTube documentary. Mr. Bass is a fucked up person.
Did you see? You saw the whole like he was like the pimp, the king pimp of New York City or whatever.
I did not know that, and he
also suspected prime suspect in a murder.
He's Josh should not be around that man at all.
Well, he got Josh to have sex.
Yeah, in another illegal way from his old job, basically.
It's a really fucked up situation.
Did you see that Danny Duncan video with Josh?
No.
You should watch it. It's very funny because like Danny's like used to be an alcoholic. So he's just like, listen, I'm gonna try to help him, but there's only so much that you can do.
Yeah.
In the end, he doesn't really help him at all. But just gives him like an experience.
You should drink this.
No, he was just like, I'll go with you to a bar, but I'm not gonna drink. He's like,
yeah,
that's fine. You don't gotta drink. I make $400,000 a year.
Based.
Mister.
Called him a fucking brokey. Holy.
He does not make that much.
He doesn't, but
he's talking.
Well, after Mr. Bass 95% pimp tax, he probably makes like $20.
There was like this one clip I saw of him like calling out Mr. Bass. He's like, "Hey, you were supposed to like give me like $4,000. Why haven't you given that to me yet?" He's like, "No, Josh, shut up. We're anyways, guys."
That's crazy. Nah, I think I'm in a position. Would you agree that I am a gambling addict / slightly reformed gambling addict? Because there was a period where it was bad.
I'd say your addictions are as mine are, to where you're able to. I mean, it's the same thing with Army Head, right? Like, you're not going to acknowledge. It only changed
when it became a source of revenue for me.
Yeah, I mean, if it probably wasn't at that point right now, you'd probably still be just as bad. But like, you don't spend like 12 hours a day on roll or steak or anything.
Though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So I think it's like once you either get called out or you realize it yourself. I think you're able to like.
Well, that's kind of what I was getting towards is I think the only way for addicts to help themselves, and at least for me as a slightly reformed gambling addict, I still have my lapses where like I'll drop like $100.
That's not really anything though.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like I'll still gamble, right? I don't like ruin my life with it. But there was a period of time where I got very close to doing that. The only way for an addict to become better is to realize it for themselves, which is hard because Josh is clearly.
Well, he doesn't have the mindset to do
He has a less capable frame.
Yeah, I mean, when you're Josh Black is an autistic man, and he cannot make decisions for himself. And he's very easily influenced.
Right.
And he's being put into the position where someone showed him how to drink. Now he thinks it's cool to drink. And now that's in his mind that drinking is cool, drinking is awesome. I'm going to drink all the time.
Yeah. It doesn't help that the audience is very much like, way to go, Josh, drink more.
Sometimes yes, and sometimes no.
It's a mix.
Like, it's like, there's like half of them, where it's like, Josh, please, for the love of God, stop. Yeah. And then the other half, they're just like, just 2 more, buddy. It's a fucked up situation, but then again, he's like not surrounding himself with the people that he should be surrounding himself by. And then again, like he's also an adult.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, where is the family? Why are they not stepping in?
Well, he doesn't really have any family.
He's got his grandparents, and I know that they're old and like in a different state at this point. But like, well, there's like and he has siblings too. It's just like, why aren't they doing something?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot, man. It's sad. It really is sad.
Because I know he lost his mom when he was young.
It's just Mr. Bass taking advantage of a man who is very clearly easy to take advantage of.
Yeah, but Mr. Bass also isn't in that right mindset either. So what if he thinks that he's not doing anything wrong either?
I don't think he does, though. I think he knows that what he's doing. Yeah,
Mr. Bass is too smart.
He's been told several times to his face by random audience members. hey man, you're fucked up for this. You know that,
Mr.
right?
Based is very smart
Yeah.
and very
He's also
sleazy.
he's just a criminal. Let's get that out there. This man is a several time convicted felon.
Yes.
Like he is a evil mastermind.
And he knows what he's doing, and he knows how to get away with it because he's not the one giving Josh the drinks. Like he's not the one doing, like he's very good at manipulation and making it seem like he's not doing anything for Josh. Josh is doing it to himself, but he'll damn well film it.
Exactly. And I think that's the issue, right? Is how do you it's almost impossible to rescue this guy because at this point, Mr. Base has his fucking hooks in. And until a real crime is committed and Mr. Base is separated, I don't think he's going to get better.
Josh is going to end up dead.
I would agree with that.
He is going to either get killed by somebody or he is going to drink himself to death within the next 2-3 years.
I'll drink to that.
And that's a real note too. Like he's either going to get shot by someone from running up on them like he always does, or he's going to get what's it called? Because some of these people, there's even more fucked up people than Mr. Base who are going to go up to Josh, tell him to put the fries in the bag, and then when Josh does what he does and goes to hit him, because that's what his reaction is now, he goes and tries to hit the people. And again, it's not like he's going to do anything. He's just slapping them like this.
Yeah.
But some dumbass who just wants to kill somebody will be like, I'm going to use that as an excuse for self-defense.
I mean, it's New York City, bro. Like that one lady got lit on fire just for sleeping.
Yeah. So they're gonna do that to him on purpose and say, "Great, now I can have self-defense." Bum bum bum.
Yeah.
And so someone's gonna fucking kill him, and no one is fucking doing anything to save this kid for some reason.
Well, that's the thing is, what can you even do?
Yeah, I mean, I bet he definitely.
Let's actually.
I'm surprised he hasn't been arrested yet, though. Like, how has he not been arrested for public intoxication at this point?
That is crazy. But like, let's actually think for like a minute. Like, what options are there to actually save this guy?
I mean, he's got to drink himself to the point where he gets hospitalized, and then I don't know. I just don't know what depends on the state too that he's resident of, because of
it's such a unique situation because Josh's entire life hinges on him being able to produce content. Mr. Base is his guide, right? For lack of a better word. Manipulator, I suppose, would be a better word. So there we go. How does he escape that cycle other than there is no way. There's no way for him to, given the way that his brain works. Unless
he finds somebody else to do that, but they would have to be a New York City based content creator because Josh is not going to leave New York unless it's to Aruba.
Yep. Maybe Kai Cenat.
Is Kai in New York?
No. He was for a little bit.
Thank God that you said that. I was like, I'm pretty sure Kai's like in Atlanta or something.
Maybe Josh will join AMP.
Jamp.
I'm with it. But yeah, no, I just don't see it. The only way I see anything changing for him is if Mr. Base gets arrested or if he gets arrested.
But even then, Josh is just gonna sleep it off in the drunk tank unless he does something crazy, like and like gets him like fucking 10 years in jail or some shit.
Yeah, that's sad.
But usually for kids like that, that's probably gonna end up happening anyway because he's gonna flip out on somebody or someone or something, like go off inside a business, like do like $10,000 worth of property damage and then fucking get arrested. I feel like that makes it worse for Josh though, because Josh is somehow able to roam the streets. Because I mean, and I guess maybe it's just like New York cops, like they always just deal with crazy all the time.
Yeah.
So like there's like certain levels of crazy where they know like when they have to intervene. And the fact that Josh hasn't gotten to that point yet is kind of crazy. I
mean, at this point, they probably know this motherfucker. He's been roaming the streets like a fucking caveman for like 4 years.
Yeah. I liked it back in the day when he would just lick the subway floors, you know? That was his content. And now it's him fucking throwing up in the middle of fucking Macy's. And you're just like, come on, man.
There's just it's so multifaceted too. Like I'm sure that he's probably making a lot more money now too from these antics.
Have you yes and no, because he's spending so much money on alcohol.
Right, but how much can he really spend on alcohol?
Bro, have you not seen the videos, the Josh Block drink counter?
No, but
Hold on.
okay, even if it's like $500 a day, which would be absurd. Surely it's not that much. No way. But let's say it's like 500 a day, and he's still getting all his money, and Mr. Bass is not like actually stealing it, which he probably is, but that's fine. He's probably still like his name has exploded so much more. I feel like to where he's probably making a lot more money. Plus, I'm pretty sure he's doing Twitch streams now too.
I don't think so.
No, I'm pretty sure he did, and he got his first donation. There's like a whole video about that. Damn.
Okay, so it's not.
Okay, but how high? Google how high a fucking 0.46 BAC is.
0.08 is the legal limit. Like you go to jail, so that's twice the legal minute.
Bro. Twice in legal minute? That's such an icon. I love that shit. Fucking. So he's like what? Like 5 times the legal limit?
Yeah.
No, probably more than that. Like 7.
No, it's about 4 to 5.
Wouldn't 5? No.
Because
5 would be like 0.4.
5 times would be like
So like 6.
0.6 something.
Anyways.
Still high.
How the fuck? This guy can barely walk.
Yeah, he shouldn't be alive. I don't. But to be fair, he is drinking it, and 9 times out of 10, he's probably puking it. Like, if we saw his fucking clothes in his arms, he's probably puking it all over, like instantaneously.
It's so sad, man.
Like, I watched this kid just like fucking, like. Well, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have a 10-hour today, so
Mamba has to stream for 10 hours. He's gonna
make it to 8 and then quit.
And if he does, he has to do a 12-hour the next day.
Nope.
If he doesn't do 10 hours today, he has to do a 12 hours the next time.
I make the rules, and
every
I say no.
2 hours. Dude, there was one point in the stream where I was just like, if I quit, no one's gonna say anything.
True, nobody would probably even know. You could have just said you won.
If anyone wanted to, though, they could just look at the achievement list, or they could be like, "You did not beat Spider-Man 2 in 2 hours." When it was crashing, though, I almost crashed out because I was just like, "This is gonna." Like, if I have to keep doing this every 5 minutes, I'm just gonna leave it.
Yeah, no, I kept looking over, and I was like, it literally crashed like 6 times just from me, like, not even paying. Like, I was just lurking.
What pisses me off is that it was happening in just random places, like not during cutscenes, not during like boss fights or anything, just in the most
probably
random.
like to do with like loading a certain texture or something.
Jesus Christ, it was having a tough time with hair textures, though. I'll tell you that much.
Well, that is a lot to ask.
Yeah. All right, guys. Go watch Mamba streams. I don't know when this fucking episode's gonna come up, but
not in time for them to see it.
No, but go watch him stream every other day.
Every other day.
You only streamed like twice this week.
Damn.
So
I've been in a time void.
When you get back on the daily, then I'll tell him go. He streams everything.
Shut the fuck. I'm getting there, man. I just gotta. It's a hard time right now. Motivation's in the gutter, but I'll get there.
Go follow him, give him back some motivation. Go follow me. I do streams every Saturday. Not this Saturday though, because I streamed for 48 hours. Fuck you all.
Based.
What's it called? Gap Squad, new guest this week, hopefully. God, I hope.
Well, they're gonna cancel.
I hope not. He seems pretty cool. Hopefully we'll learn a lot from him. Hopefully some motivation. This guy's a motivation tied to his name.
I'm gonna ask him to give me a motivational speech.
We could. Got a lot of guest plans for the next couple of weeks, so hope it works out. Guys, see you all on Friday, or like I said, I don't know when this fucking. You'll probably see this episode like on Wednesday, and then the next episode will be out on Friday. Either way, I love you all. See you there. Follow our socials. Goodbye.
My heart goes out to you.
Oh, no!